Hey y'all, it's Andrea from Andrea Speaks TV, back with another story, news, and commentary you can use. Listen, thank you so much for continuing to support the channel. Please make sure you like this video, share this video, and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, join our community. We share information here each week. Listen, y'all, I want to come on and share a story that is pretty concerning. It has a lot of people, including myself, wondering what in the world is really going on. Okay, all right, y'all. So more recently I've been covering here on the channel, we've had conversations, we've talked about the recent train derailments in places like Ohio, Houston, other areas of the country, right? We've talked about different areas where there have been chemical spills. There was one incident recently in Tennessee that I need to do a video about as well. There was a situation there. Thankfully, from my understanding, no one was hurt or injured. There was a fire involving, I believe, a nuclear plant, something containing uranium. Very serious situation. Again, this happened in, I believe, Oak Ridge, an area of Tennessee. And but I'll be bringing you all some more news and updates on that as well. So all these things have been going on. In addition to, remember we talked about the whole spy balloon that was, reported from China, right? Well, listen, y'all, now, okay, this particular story, I want to talk about the fact that a mysterious dust, okay, is falling from the sky, and people in Maryland and West Virginia are wondering what in the world is really going on. What is, what's happening? So let me give you some details on this. If you have any insight as to what may be happening, or if you're in the area, please be safe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Okay, listen, y'all. What is it? Okay, what is it? That was a question a lot of people in Western Maryland and the Eastern Panhandle of West Virginia asked themselves and other people just this past Thursday night into Friday, after they found cars and other items outside coated in dust. Let me show you a picture of this, y'all. Hold on. So look at this, y'all. Okay, so this is someone's car, right? This is what they're finding on their cars. See how it's like a dust, maybe a white dust or something like that? Do y'all see that? And apparently it just came from the sky. Now, I don't think this particular area had any snow. So it's like, okay, what is it? Where did it come from? What's going on? Okay, listen to this, y'all. People were quick to share pictures and videos of the coatings on Facebook, like the one I just showed you. I don't know where it was shared, but they shared, pictures like the one I just showed you, and other social media platforms. Okay, some of the videos show particles falling prior to landing on a variety of surfaces, although people overwhelmingly chose to share images of their coated cars. Okay, one person out of West Virginia said that one lady out of West Virginia said that her husband saw something unusual in the driveway, grabbed his flashlight, and saw dust falling from the sky. Think about this, y'all. Okay, you could do your research on this story. This is not something I'm making up. This is an actual news story. Okay. Here's a quote by the lady who said, "We had no idea what it was. It looked like ash." She said, "I asked my husband if it was from our stove, and he said, no, it's all over Berkeley County." Okay. A lady with the Berkeley County Emergency Communications Office said they received about a dozen calls of people wanted to know what the dust was. Okay, here's another photo. Hold on, y'all. Let me show you. Okay, so as you can see in the picture, see there's someone's car, and then you can see the dust that's over it. Okay, so this is what the people in West Virginia, parts of Maryland are seeing. Now, y'all can't tell me this ain't concerning, right? Okay, share your thoughts, please, in the comments. Let me know what you think about this particular story, okay? Hold on just a minute, y'all. I flipped off of my information, okay? All right, so people were sharing pictures, asking questions, making calls, trying to figure out what's going on, okay? Conversations about the dust and speculations about what it was seemed to appear all over the place. It was too warm for snow overnight, but something was certainly coating cars. Okay, again, y'all, listen. It was too warm for snow in the area. Okay, the people realized it wasn't snow. So if it's not snow, what is it? What do you think it is? Okay. Um, let's see. Okay, I guess an inquiry was made with the Cooperative Institute for Meteorological. Sorry about y'all, tongue twister. So an inquiry was made with the Cooperative Institute for Meteorological Satellite Studies, or the CIMSS, which blogged about blowing dust in New Mexico, Texas, and Oklahoma. Okay. A person who received the inquiry said that meteorologists were tracking the dust layer. Okay. Meteorologists were tracking the dust layer as it moved from the Great Plains over West Virginia. Okay. So is this apparently some type of dust layer? What is this, y'all? What's really going on here? Okay. And it was said, and I quote, "It's all but certain that this dust layer eventually moved across the DC area a few hours later." Okay. Now, if something like this is going on, why isn't this major headline news? Okay, this is my first time hearing about it. It's not being shown on my local news story or anywhere else, pretty much that I have heard within the past day or two. Were you knowledgeable of this? Were you made aware of this? Are they talking about it in your local community? And that's why I even said, and I've said before, it's a good idea to know not only what's happening on a national level and global level, but also to see what's going on in your local community. Okay. Here's a quote by a meteorologist who said, and I quote, "This is likely dust from the desert southwest, a very strong storm system causing all the wintry weather across the northern U.S. and severe weather in the southern U.S." Okay, now remember I told you all that, and I shared on the community tab, that there was a massive winter storm that was happening all across the United States. In several areas, I believe in California, there was maybe a blizzard. If you all could correct me if I'm wrong, or give more information, but there was some unusually cold weather in California. Here in the South where I am, it was unusually warm. I think it set record temperatures for that particular day, or those particular days in February. So it was like much warmer than usual here in Georgia. And then also, we've been getting a lot of rain, like heavy downpour and things like that. So definitely, there has been some unusual weather, some, in some parts, severe weather happening. But to say that this is dust from the desert southwest, I'm not sure. But this meteorologist did say very strong storm system causing all of the wintry weather across the northern U.S. and severe weather in the southern U.S. Okay. Here's a quote by the meteorologist who also said, this is meteorologist Damon Matson, who said, and I quote, "It picked up the dust on the backside of the storm and dragged it across the country. The dust remained elevated in the atmosphere as the storm remained strong." Okay, now my question is, why isn't has our government made a statement about this? Has anyone collected any of the dust particles and done any testing to see exactly what it's from, what's going on? We have questions. Okay, we the American people, we have questions. Therefore, we need answers. Okay. The West Virginia Department of Environmental Protection collected samples. Okay. Hey, somebody's doing something right. Someone with the Berkeley County Office of Emergency Management said there are no reports of sickness or illness or emergency response calls. Okay. So if you're in that area, of course, I cannot tell you what to do, but I would not advise you trying to touch it, or I don't know, smell it, taste it. We just don't know, or ingest it. We don't know what this is. I would say, no matter where you're living, if you have to work outside, just be careful. Just be aware of your surroundings. If you notice anything unusual or strange, just be careful. Okay. You may, if you do notice something like this happening in your area, you may want to contact emergency authorities so they can send someone out with the proper training and materials and tools to deal with a situation like this. Y'all, but you may say, "Well, Andrea, why are you sharing this? Are you trying to scare us?" No, I'm not. This is not the purpose of my channel at all. The reason why I'm sharing this information is so that You and I can know what's happening, especially those of us who, if you're like me, you're outside, you're working, you may be trying to get your garden together and everything for, your spring planting. And if something like this is happening outside, we all need to know about this, because of course, the weather is travel, these storm systems are traveling. If it's happening in one area, who's to say it's not happening in another area? And I feel like, with recent events, you know, we're all, we all may be a little skeptical, or, kind of like, okay, like, well, what's going on? Like, people have the right to question where this dust is coming from, especially after recent events like East Palestine, Ohio, different areas like that, where just, unusual events have occurred. In some cases where people really can get sick, life is threatened and things like that. So, just please be careful. Be aware of your surroundings. Again, tap into your local community and see what's going on. Know who to contact if something like this happened in your area. Please be safe, okay? Y'all stay tuned. I'm going to be bringing more news and commentary you can use right here on Andrea Speaks TV. Please share your thoughts below about this unusual topic, okay? Y'all take care. And if you're in the area of West Virginia, Maryland, no matter where you are, please be safe, okay? Take care, y'all. See you soon.